I'm Kevin Klein, City Councilor for Charleswood, Tuxedo, Westwood, and Chair of the Winnipeg Police Board. I want to talk for a moment. In fact, I want to get your opinion on something because I'm a little baffled. The other day, we sat on the appeal hearing for a home on Wellington. It was 514 Wellington, a big old mansion. It's over 100 years old and apparently requires some repairs. A person had bought it a couple of years ago. They've been looking at different designs. They applied for a permit to demolish the house because there's asbestos and other, repairs that are just not feasible, so the house, in their opinion, needed to be taken down. They were granted that demolition permit. And then all of a sudden, the day before, the bulldozers were on site, they received an email from the City of Winnipeg saying that the area is being considered for a historical designation. Despite 2 doors down, there's a brand new, beautiful home. So that meant the person could not tear down that home. And at the appeal hearing, I don't want to get into too much of it because you've probably heard the story, but what baffles me is that I certainly appreciate the residents of the community wanting to preserve the heritage and character of their neighborhood. I'm all for that. I support that. But I also believe that if a home needs to come down and it's private property and the owner of that private property wants to build something that will fit with the character of the neighborhood. So if it was a 3-story building, but it had that classic look that fit into the neighborhood and it was just 3 condos, nicely done, and the appeal was still there, the curbside appeal, I think that we would allow that kind of build to happen, but you certainly wouldn't put up 4 or 5 different homes in that one piece of property. So we went through the process, we heard all of the various different arguments, but nobody could answer some key questions for me. For example, if we knew, because I heard during this hearing that the community was on this list that was set up or decided on by the mayor's office or EPC some time ago, and they had these certain communities they were going to look at for historical designation. So if it was on this list, why wouldn't they have told the people or the owner of this place when he applied for the permit that it might not get torn down because we are thinking that this might be a historical designation? Now there's other construction in that area. Another builder bought some homes and they want to put up, from talking to a person, some very nice places as well, but that got stopped. Now that person can't do that while we consider whether or not this is going to be a heritage designated area. That will take somewhere between 1 year and 2 years for that to happen. So nothing can happen in that area for 1 to 2 years. Once it happens, then those people can reapply and have the designation taken off their property and build what they want to build. And there's a good chance that they could be given that approval to build what they want to build in 2 years. But let me go back. Here's the questions. Who made the call at 10 p.m. at night to send an email and stop something just like that? No answer. Have we ever done that before? No answer. Why wouldn't we tell people that are applying for permits in that area that there is a chance, even if it's just a chance, your project could get stopped because it's being considered for a historical designated area? No answer. Well, the answer was, well, we don't do that. The other question is, why would we not have accepted the motion that was put forward by Councillor Lukes? Only 2 of us voted for it, Councillor Lukes and myself, and 2 others said no, so it failed. But was to, yes, let's look at this as a historical area. Absolutely. Let's start that conversation. However, we've already granted a permit to this person who owns that property to demolish that building for all these different reasons, so he should be allowed to go ahead, but no more. Whoever's been granted a permit, yes, you can go because that's our fault. That's on the City of Winnipeg. Anyways, I could go on for hours. My question to you is, are you perplexed by this at all? Am I missing something? If it was your land, how would you feel about that? I mean, at the very least, the person who owns the property should be allowed to put it up for sale to recover the money that he's invested in it or she to this point. If nobody buys it in 6 months, and it's considered a fair market value price, if nobody buys it in 6 months, so should that person not be allowed to do what they want? Because what happens if it just stays empty? People go in there. The police have to go in. Fire have to go in. It's not safe. Or it starts on fire. We've seen that happen in the city. Are we doing the right thing here? Have we done the right thing here? That's what I want to know from you, because maybe I missed something. If this was your vote, how would you have voted? Do you think this is the right way for the city to operate? I'm interested in hear what you think. Please leave a message on any one of the social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even on LinkedIn. You can even send me an email, kevinkay@kevinklein.ca. That's my private email. If you want to send it to the City of Winnipeg email, please do. It's kklein@winnipeg.ca. I really am interested in hearing what you think about this.